Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Maths and You. With you is Mr. Chikudi. A quick reminder of our slogan. Remember that learning new things is fun. Therefore, mathematics is fun. Now, let's get ready for this class. Now that I get ready for this class, I want you to get your materials ready. Get your exercise book, your pencil, your eraser and meter rule, and get ready for this class. Today we'll be looking at a very important topic called place value. So I want you to get ready and be prepared. What can you see in this picture? That's a red car, just one car. What can you also see in this picture? There are many cars here, innumerable. There are lots of cars here. Can you count them? Have you ever imagined how many cars we have in Nigeria? I think in Nigeria we will have up to 200 million cars. Okay, give me your own suggestion. How many cars do we have in Nigeria? Have you ever wondered how big the continent Africa is and how big Nigeria is? We have 54 countries in Africa, and each country has up to 1 million people, around 1 million people. Now, the total number, have you ever wondered how many people are in Africa? We have an estimate of 1,216,478,590 people in Africa. Can you imagine this number of people in one place? It is great. Now, let's look at numbers and their place value. From what we have seen before, we have seen that numbers are important. They are very important. They give us an estimate, the quantity of things around us. Have you ever counted the number of spoons you have in your house or the number of clothes you have in your bag? Numbers help us to have an estimate of quantity of things we have. It is good to know these facts. Like in Africa, these facts help us to know the number of countries in Africa. So I want you to take note of these, and it will help you in your calculations. Now let's take a look at place value of numbers. Place value of numbers. Do you know in a number we have digits? We have digits. Like here, you can see various digits. Digits makes up a number. In this number, digits are given names according to their positions, according to where they are located in that particular number. From the list, as you can see here, from your right, we can see 8, and that is the least digit here because it is given, it is at the unit place. Now, each digit has its place value. The place value of the least digit is units, followed by tens, followed by hundreds, followed by thousands, followed by tens of thousands, followed by hundreds of thousands, and then million. And we have even bigger ones. But for this test, for this exercise, we will stop at this point. Now take a look at this number. Here we'll be looking at the place value of each number and the value of each number. Let's start from 5. 5 is given the place value of units, which is also known as ones. So in order to find the value of 5, because it's under the place value, the room called 1, so you multiply 5 by 1 and it will give you 1. Is that understood? Alright, let's look at 3. 3 is in the place value of tens. And since it's in the place value of tens, it means we have 3 tens. Therefore, we multiply 3 to 10 and it will give us 30. So the value of 3 in this number is 30. Now also 7 is in the place value of 100. This means that 7 will be multiplied by 100 to give us a value of 700. This goes the same for 2, which is in the place value of 1000, which multiplied by 1000 will give us 2000. In the same vein, we go for 9, which is in the place of tens of thousand. When you multiply 9 by tens of thousand, it will give you 90,000. So therefore, in this number, we have 92,735. Now, I want you to take a look at these cubes. You can see here. You can see the ones cube. I call you the unit cubes, the tens cubes, the hundreds cubes, the thousand cubes. Now, if we would take a proper look at these cubes, this will interest you to know that in the unit cubes, these numbers, quantity of materials kept in that room, kept in that place, are kept in one small cubes. They are kept in small cubes, just like you can see here. While in the tens place, in the tens room, in the tens place, we keep things in tens, just you can see here. We keep things in tens. In the same way, in hundreds room, we keep things in hundreds. So the quantity of things we place here will be in hundreds. If you want to keep something in that particular place, we keep them in hundreds. In the same way, in the thousand place, you can see the thousand cube is the biggest of all. So anytime you're going to dump something there, it has a large size, it has a large room that you can keep a lot of quantity of things inside it. That's why this big cube was placed in thousand cubes. So also it will go for the other ones, other place values. Therefore, you cannot keep a number that is in thousand place in tens place, because the tens place cannot contain that. Therefore, anytime you see a number in thousand place, you always put it in thousand place. When we are doing this place value, we compare it with rooms in our houses. Like you have the master bedroom, the children's room, and the guest room. You will notice that the master bedroom is the biggest of them all. That is where you have lots of things placed in the same way. That's what we have here. This is another example of place values for you. Now let's take a look at these numbers critically. Here we have 33,333. How do we know these numbers? How do you know the difference between these numbers? All these numbers don't have equal value. All of them may be 3, but they have different values. Now let's take a look at the first 3 from the right. You have 3, and when you look up, you will see ones. That means 3 times 1 is 3. Therefore the value of this 3 is just 3. It's just 3. Things are kept in one in this particular place. Now, going to the second 3 from the right, we have what? 3 tens. So 3 tens, we place things in tens in this particular place. In tens. So we have 3 times 10, will give us what? 30. Then the third 3 from the right, we have 3, which is in the 100 place. That means we have 100 into 3 places in this particular place, which gives us 300. In the same vein, we have the 3 in 1,000 place. When we put 1,000 in 3, it will give us what? 3,000. The same goes for the last 3, which is 30,000, because it's in the place of 10 of 1,000. So 3 in tens of thousand will give us 30,000. That is why when we call this digit, we have what? 33,333. Now let's take a look at this place value chart. Looking at this, we have place values, and in these place values we have families. We divided them into families. Have the unit family, or the ones families, the thousand families, the million families, and the billion family. And in each family we have the hundred, the tens, and the what? Units. So we have the hundred, tens, and units. If we can distinguish these numbers according to these families, it will help us to be able to call the number, to be able to pronounce the number as it is, as it is given. For instance, here we have, let's say we have 1 billion, because the one we can see here is in the family of billion, and it's in the the particular room in billion family is the unit place. So we can say 1,523,946,570. 570. So this is number being pronounced according to their place value. Now let's take a look at this example. What value does 3 represent in the number 63,285? In order to help us solve this particular question, we have to draw a chart, write the number 6, 3, 2, 8, 5. Now, above 5, you should write ones or units. Above 8, write what? Tens. Just like you can see in this picture. Above 2, write 100. Then above 3, write 1,000. Above 6, write what? Tens of thousand. Now we are looking for the place value of 3. If you look above 3, you will see 1,000. This means there are 1,000. We have 3 1,000 here. So we can do 3 times 1,000, 1,000. 3 times 1,000 will give us what? 3,000. Just like you can see this picture in this picture. So our value of 3 is what? 3,000. 3,000. Our value of 3 in this is what? 3,000. Alright, let me use this opportunity to ask you the value of 2 in this picture. The value of 2 will be what? 200. 200, because we have 2, then the one on top is hundreds. So we have 200. If it is 8, what will be the value? The value will be what? 80. Why? Because we have 8 tens. So you do 8 times 10 to give you 80. What about 5? You say 5 ones. So we do 5 times 1 to give us what? The same thing goes for 6. If we consider 6, it will become 6 times 10,000, and it will give us what? 60,000. Take a look at this picture and give me your answer. Is your answer A, B? A is 17, B is 10, and C is 8. The fastest finger to this question. Give me your answer. Alright, taking a look at this picture, we can see tens, the blocks of 10, and the blocks of what? Cubes of what? Ones. Taking a look at the cubes of tens, we have one. This is 1/10, and then the cubes of ones are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 110 means 10 plus 7. Because these 7 cubes, 10 plus 7 will give us what? 17. That means A is correct. Now let's take a look at this. Have you ever wondered what each digit mean in a particular number? Now here is 14, two-digit number. In this number, we can see that 4 has been placed in the place of ones, and one here is placed in the place of tens. What does it mean? It means, from what we can see here, that 1 is 1/10 and 4 is 4 ones. So 1 times 10 will give us 10. 4 times 1 will give us what? 4. If we add them together, it will give us what? 14. That is how 14 came about. It means there are 110 and 4. Bring them together, it will give you what? 14. There is 10 and there is 4. There is 10 and there is 4. When you bring them together, it will give you what we call 14. What if I say, what does this number 25 mean? 25 means there is 2 tens and 5. 2 tens and 5. And 2 tens means what? 20 plus 5. So if we have 20 plus 5, to give us what? 25. So also in other numbers. Now let's consider this number. Can you call this number? Here we have 34,619,582. How was I able to come to this conclusion that this is the pronouncement for this number? I have been able to assign the name of each digit, or the place value of each digit. How do I do that? By putting my 100, tens and units on each number. Alright, let's try assign their place value. If I have 3, and I have 4, and I have 6, and I have 1, I have 9, and I have 5, and I have 8, and I have 2. Let's place their place value on each of them. For 2 has a unit, then 8 has tens, then 5 has what? 100, then 9 has what? 1000, 1 has what? Tens of 1000, while 6 has what? 100 of 1000, 4 has what? Million, while 3 has what? Tens of million. Is that understood? Good. Understood that. Now, taking a look at this number, we can call it 34,619,500 and what? 82. Now the first question in this number says, what is the biggest digit in this number? What is the biggest digit in this number? Here we are looking at each digit. We are not considering their values. Looking at each digit here, we will see from 0 to 9. We know that 9 is the biggest digit, and we have 9 here. So 9 is the biggest digit in this particular question. So the first question, the answer is what? 9. Alright. Let's erase this so that we can have space to write the answers to these questions. So let's erase this. Let's have space to write our answers. Alright. Now, let's go to the next question. The next question says, what is the smallest digit in this number? We have the smallest digit we have here is 1. We have 1 as the smallest digit. Now, here comes the question. Which digit has the largest value? Which digit has the largest value? Remember when we are putting the place value, that the place value of the number at first is the highest. So the place value of that number helps us to identify the one with the highest value. Looking at these numbers, we saw that 3 has a value of tens of millions. Therefore, 3 has the highest value. 3 has the highest value. So which number has the least value? The one that has the least value is the unit. Unit always and every time has the least value, because we count things in ones. We don't count it in tens, neither do we count it in millions. There, count it only in ones. So it has the least value. So the number least value is 2. This particular question. What is the place value of 1? What is the place value of 1? Remember, when we are putting our place value, we saw that 1 has a place value of tens of thousand. Tens of thousand. So this is the place value of 1. Now, what is the value of 1? If 1 has the value of tens of thousand, how do we find the value? You do 1 times 10,000, which will give us what? 10,000. So the value of 1 is 10,000. Nice. I hope you understood this. Thanks for watching this video. Have a very nice time. God bless you.